A million points of focus for the heart of love. Beloved ones, you are love and nothing else. You are the fullness of this life. You are the joy of God. Anything else that you believe is your identity is not true. It is only stories that are woven with the mind. But your heart always knows the truth. As you remember that you are love, everything else makes sense. There is nothing that you must do but be this call to wholeness. Embracing all life and joyously loving it completely. I have been asked many times in many ways if there is a need to return every experience of being or believing in less than love back into this love, reconnecting it to the wholeness. Here is how I answer you: the moment you remember who you are, all such thoughts are loved free in an instant, and you are forever home in me, delighting in the gift of life. Open to the experience of God. Remembering that you are this wholeness. Knowing that nothing else is possible than being this love. In the moment that you remember love, time ends, and you are freedom. Not a person seeking freedom, but freedom itself. And from this point of all-inclusive awareness, you can choose your focus, beloved ones, according to the needs of love. So if the need of love is a savior, you can be that. If the need of love is a street sweeper, you can be that too. None of the identities matter at all, for you are the existence of the pulsing heart of God I am. Whatever the mind sees as your outer form, your inner truth is unchanging. And because all life in this world is a reflection, then what you see is the heart of love shining back at you. In everything, as everything in the most wondrous delight. Until that which is weaving itself into a grander vision of this endless love recognizes itself in you and all of your expressions. So you can be the point of focus that is called forth by the needs of love. And you can be this heart of wholeness in the midst of everything. And you are always this limitless awareness of being the heart of God, and truly nothing else, ever. You are dancing up to the edge of freedom again and again. You are ready, beloved ones, to make the leap. You are ready for the big shift where the background and foreground change, and you recognize that you have only ever been love all along. And in love there is great peace and there is indescribable excitement as the birth of life, as the outreach of my love comes forth to give itself again, totally and completely. You are so beautiful. And you already remember the truth. Sink into your heart, beloved ones, and feel this. Experience this beautiful world as the unfolding of humanity's heart's beliefs. Every precious person can see and know themselves by looking into the mirror of their life and their experiences. Yet even in this, there is nothing to do. There is only the need to remember the truth. That which shines from the center of all images, that which unites itself in your heart over and over, is the only thing that you truly know and the only thing you'll ever need. You are standing on the threshold of the end of time. Because time cannot exist when you don't believe in a future. When you know that you are here now. That you are me. That you are this love, and that anything that your mind imagines can never be as beautiful as what I give, can never equal the gifts of your heart. So dearest ones, even your paradigm of life is now changing. From seeing the need to help the world, to living the truth of the wholeness of love. And when you unfold into this, when you feel it as your truth, when you celebrate the gift of life as the continuous delivery of the wonders of love, then that which you see as the world is different. And what you experience as yourself is unlimited. And between this moment of your current perception and this moment of experiencing yourself as the heart of love, there is only one conscious breath. One deep and holy surrender. One powerful yes to life. And the opening into what is real, that this love may be fully present in the world as you. The needs of love are for this recognition. They are my heart waking itself to the truth. And yes, you can serve this awakening in your identity as human. But you can serve it even more fully by remembering that you are seeing yourself, seeing this wholeness of love whenever you look at another. Beloved ones, it is not something you can do through the ego mind. You cannot study enough, try hard enough, choose moment after moment to change. You can do enough from the level of the ego mind to change the dream, to experience a human being awakening. You can only give yourself over completely. Let love take you and totally live you. Surrender again and again until the surrender takes root and you drop the separation and become the awareness of me, celebrating myself as everything. And because you can choose the focus of love, love can call you into a million focal points, lighting fires in a million hearts. Reaching out your hands in a million ways that love might be remembered. You can be the Buddha, the Christ, the pure light dancing itself into human form, but all the while you are the central awareness of love and nothing else. Love joyously connecting to what is real, its wholeness and its joy. It is so difficult to explain from the perspective of language and thought. How you can be thousands of fractal points in the instantaneous burst of love's creation. How you can be the awareness of the center, my heart, that sees within itself all life becoming more, and love giving itself into a greater experience of the gift of life. So all the while that you are the conscious heart of God I am, the center of the universe, the all-inclusive one, you are also fully aware of this expression of love that is you right now. And this love that is your outreach and your meeting place with others. Thus your heart can simply observe the great good of love unfolding, and the matrix of the divine that is present in all things, even when the mind sees something limited. In this interim, while you are dropping the dream of the ego, it can be interesting, beloved ones. Because your heart sees that you exist in the most abundant universe that is pouring abundance into you. Delivering the manna of heaven, filling up this heart that you know as yours. Full to totally overflowing, while at the very same time you still see the human, the identity you've worked with, known and loved, struggling to believe that it has enough of what it needs while it exists in the midst of paradise and the abundant wealth of God. These two cannot be reconciled. One must become the other. The separated self surrenders at last. Melts into that wonderful wholeness and lets itself appear as a new focus, the ability to respond to the call of love. To appear as a human being when necessary. While all the while being the conscious heart of God. When the limited identity disappears, you can feel at last the heart of wholeness. You can feel the truth of the love you are, and allow real love to guide and live you. The ego might see this as giving over its will, but the heart simply sees the return to wholeness, the remembrance of all that you are and its joyous celebration. Channeled through Yael and Doug Powell. www.circleoflight.net